A lot of people ask me how I use Notion. I swear by Notion. It is a productivity software if you don't know. I think everybody probably needs some kind of productivity software in their life. And I've been using it for years. I've gone from Google Keep. So if you use Google Keep, if you use Microsoft OneNote, I've used that. I've tried Trello. I've tried a lot of these things. And a friend of mine asked me today how I used it. I'm going to go a little bit of rundown. I'm going to show you my Notion board. And I just want to preface it by saying I'm not a nerd. And by that, I mean some people go really, really, really deep on creating templates and automations, and they just go so far into the Notion software, which is very, very powerful, and you can do a lot of things with it. I don't use it that way. What I want to do is walk a line where I can keep notes. Those notes can compound, where meaning I can have years and years and years and things that can compound and organize my thoughts over time and work together. I want it to be simple, but I don't want it to be a hobby in and of itself. Some people love Notion and they pour a lot of time and energy into creating complicated Notion boards, and then they like tinkering with the Notion board. If that's you, I'm not the guy. I'm a layman user. I'm not a power user in the sense of I don't use the software to its maximum capability. I use the software. It serves me. It's kind of like going to the gym, man. You can go to the gym, you can get in shape, you can feel great, you can look good, you can lift weights, you can have mobility. And you can also, if you go so far, you can spend all of your waking time eating healthy, dieting, counting macros and calories, and all your time in the gym, and you can look like a bodybuilder. There's a point of diminishing returns. So I want the software to serve me. And so if that's you, this might be useful. So the basic way I use Notion is very, very simple. Really, it's an advanced note taker. So when I have things, and this has been built over years, this is what I want to emphasize most. It's not like I came in and built all these things out. You just start using it and you just put ideas down and then they compound over time. Basically, my Notion board is very simple. This is my main page that I use every day. This is a page. This is what I started with right here. So if I want to start a new page, I literally can just go page. And so it has all of these little features. But basically, I have my life. I mean, these are my aphorisms that I live by. I keep these near and dear to my heart. Everything is synced to my phone. So in the morning, I wake up and I go, health is wealth. Live with less. So this is how I live. My daily mental health checklist. I don't actually check it off, but it reminds me, hey, am I in a bad mood today? I keep these things top of my life. What's important? Okay. And then I have my little to-do list. This is actually somewhat new for me. These are tables. You can do a ton of things with these tables, and you can do different views. I almost never use them. Can you? Can you tinker with them? Sure. But for me, it becomes diminishing because I'm like, I just don't want to tinker with my to-do list. I just want to check stuff off. So that's it. That's my main Notion board. I add stuff to this, right? Make a Notion. Boom. And then I'm going to say, hey, this is for, it's for personal. You can, all these different little things. This is very easy to set up. I can add a new property here. It's going to tell you the kinds of properties. I can do these things. This is very easy to set up. I don't want you to feel like you have to learn all these things all at once. I've been using Notion for a few years and I've gotten better at it. But and then I can check this off, and I have it filtered so that when something says status is done, it goes away. If I take that filter off, look at all these things, right? All these things are going to show up. So that's it. That's like 90% of what I do. It's that simple. I'm going to take this back off. Okay. So, see, I fucked that up. So, okay. And then what I do is I start putting on the side all of my projects. So like I have my books. Now I didn't build this all in one day, but here I took time one day, I did nerd out, and I'm like, here's all the books. And now once the thing is done, I just create my list of books. And for this one, I do have different views because I do like tinkering with a little bit, right? All my all-time favorites. Okay. Book club books, book club wish list, favorite authors, my thoughts on books. I blog about books. These go to my website. So sometimes I'll write my actual blogs in here, and some of these are just copy and pasted. So I write about, actually, that's actually just a blog link. Point is, this is another one of those tables, and then you can link to other pages, and it's pretty robust. So what else are you into, right? Here's all my personal stuff, right? My goals. Every year I do goal setting workshop, right? Oh, this is probably pretty personal, but here it's just 2023, ideal life, bucket list, 2025, right? And they have these little, you can turn all these little different pages. So I can put a toggle list. So now look, so clean. And you can do all sorts of different things with this. And you go back and it opens up tabs up here. Again, I'm not a power user. Quotes. I love books, for you guys to know. So here's all my favorite quotes of all time. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but the newspaper. Thomas Jefferson. So I have all my quotes here. And I have them broken up. And these are just pages. This is just, if I come over here and I want to make something new, you're going to backslash and you have all these different things you can make. And I use probably 10% of it. You don't have to be an advanced user for this to be very, very useful for you. But what it does is now I have these, and this is on my phone. So if I want to look up a quote, it's always accessible. And I love that. Personal. So I can come back here. I'm not going to show you my private food stuff. I'm not a foodie, but sometimes I make recipes. So I save my recipes in there. Me and Miss Kate have a movie list, a list of dates. I barely have any of this filled out, but it's on there. Finance. Well, we're going to skip through this because I don't know what's on there. But here's all my finance stuff. Here's all my real estate stuff. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Here's my creator stuff. So like, here's all my YouTube ideas. Here's my writing ideas, right? A bunch of random wisdom. I've written all these articles and I don't publish half of them. Misfits. I have a private group called the Misfits where you're going to do some trips, private group, like small group retreats called the Beacon, workshops. And all of this stuff gets compounded. There's so much more here than you can see. Okay, quote with Miss Kate. Whoop. I shouldn't be showing you that stuff, right? So, but here's all of the quote with Miss Kate stuff. And you just drop this stuff down and you can see more. Here's War Room. What am I going to show you now? Goodness. Let's just keep going. And there's more and more and more stuff in there that you can't see. And that's how we're going to keep it. And so every time I want to do, like, here's the beacons coming up. And so here's all this. This is my notes. Here's a list of people that might come. And that's it. It's not complicated. I'm not a power user. It's a note taker that you can compound and expand upon over the years. And it's simple to use. So, the best note taker is the one you use. So I'm not saying it's that there's things that I could be doing that I don't. But if you don't use it, it's not going to work. And if you do use it, it will work. The problem I have with Google Notes is it's hard to compound. You just get these little things, these little sub notepads. They're like little sticky notes. And it's hard to create big profiles of information on there. I can write full blogs on this. So, yeah, and it's free. So this is how to use Notion for a very, very unsophisticated, but high volume user. Hope this is helpful.